Very beautiful. You look like a model.
Oh, thank you. Learned from you.
So,
Hello. First of all, nice meeting you. I'm a big fan, like for real.
nice to meet you. I like your background. That's pretty sick.
Oh, thank you. That's my wall. The first movie launched in 2022, and there's a lot of fans waiting for the sequel. What do you expect them to feel with this different plot?
Obviously, there's a similar concept, but because we're following a different character with different challenges, going through different things, the character being Sky Riley, who happens to be a pop star. And with that comes different stakes. One might argue higher stakes, although I'm sure personally for anyone going through that, it's always high stakes, but this has a certain public facing quality to it, which I think is adds a different level of anxiety when watching the movie.
Gotcha. In which way the fact of knowing perfectly how to sing, dance, perform helped you to build this character?
Oh, thanks. It's interesting because there's so many reasons why I was drawn to this character. Of course, the fact that singing and dancing and performance was part of it was exciting because I felt like, oh, that plays to maybe some of my strengths, but also it really was the character piece for me that drew me to it. I mean, when I spoke to Parker for the first time, he was just so emphatic about Sky, and I was like, this sounds like a very complex, interesting character. And then when I read the script, I felt like he really delivered on that promise, because both movies, it feels like you're so intimately following these characters, you almost, as the audience, feel like one and the same, right? It feels like you're putting yourself into their shoes. So to kind of do that, but with a character that is so public facing, was so exciting for me. And the cherry on top was that I felt both excited and I guess, you know, confident in the team and Parker and myself that we were able to do that in a way that felt believable.
That's amazing. So I personally talk about creepy stuff and like the weird world. So I have to ask you, did something creepy happen while shooting, or were you scared for real at some point?
I always feel like I'm bursting everyone's bubble when I answer this question. But, these movies, they're so technical and there's so much going on, and it's all about, you know, getting that performance, right? And so it was more taxing and exhausting than it was scary, if that makes sense. Because you're operating at a high intensity for most of the shoot, right? So with that, it's a lot on your body and on your emotions, but not quite scary. The only thing, you know what I said, the one thing that was a little bit scary to look at, but we were all kind of laughing, was we had a wonderful actor who was so game and so, like, you know, ready to kind of play. He played the fan that I signed for, and then that is in my apartment, and there's the silhouette of him at the end of the hallway, and I stand at the other side of the hallway, and I have to say, looking at that, it was kind of freaky. And all of the, you know, we were all kind of laughing about it, but I was also like, are you okay up there? He's like, yeah, I'm good, you know. It's so breaks down any, you know, real fear.
Okay, thank you so much. I love talking to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.